Strong eye handoff here. Going to lose yards here. Screenplay is on. That's a tackle at the 48. Mark Ingram carries the football.
That'll put more and more patience with the running game, so the defense, they better dig in here.
Going to take it the distance. Nobody with first down here. Just had to avoid the sack. Incomplete. Second down. It's over to Welker. Manning complete as he finds first down and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Out to the 23. There wasn't much.
Pass is intercepted. And here he's in the clear, the 40. The 30.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen Guru here. Bringing y'all gameplay video from I think that this is just a regular rank game. Switching over to the PS4, there haven't been many leagues that I found yet that, for all intents and purposes, are worth kind of joining. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody's still trying to find people that are actually gonna play and stick around, and you know what I mean, play for more than 2 or 3 weeks. So nobody wants to join it. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to join a league just like that. You know what I mean? I like to join leagues that are, you know what I mean, going to go a couple of seasons. You know what I mean? And where if you're going to invest some time into it, where it ends up being worth it. So I've been just playing a lot of ranked games recently, labbing with friends. Big shout outs to my man R Dykes from the Next Gen Madden family. So I've been labbing with him. And you know what I mean, just hopping in the ranked game world. So I know a lot of people don't really like ranked games, and for all intents and purposes, I don't either. But it's like, you know, you spend $60 on Madden, you're gonna play it. So it is what it is. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about in this video was damn, man, see, throwing picks just throws me all the way off, man. It's I was sick about that one. But what I want to talk about was actually just the new Madden. You know what I mean? Madden 25 on the PS4 and Xbox One. And you know what I mean? Just what my thoughts and feelings are. So anybody that knows from my old channel, the Madden Champs TV, knows that, you know what I mean, I wasn't one of those people that was super down on Madden for the 360. You know what I mean? Was it perfect? Absolutely not. But I mean, will there ever be a perfect video game? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Even games that always get, you know, 10 out of 10 ratings and stuff like that, the BioShocks, the Metal Gears, none of them are perfect. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be a representation. But or what I should say, it's always going to be a representation of something real. So this game, though, what I like about what they did with the next gen versions was, it seems like they really put a lot of focus in the AI. I know some people are, you know what I mean, oh my God, the graphics don't look like what I thought they would look like. Well, that's okay. I mean, I can live with that. It is an improvement. Anybody that says that these graphics don't look better than the current gen, they're just lying or hating. You know, and it's hating on EA is definitely the thing to do. But yeah, so the graphics, I mean, there is enough of an improvement where, you know what I mean, I'm not mad about it, but it looks like the focus was really on the AI. You know, the Ignite engine, I'll just say this, you know what I mean, some of the collisions are still a little weird sometimes, but it does look like, you know what I mean, that whole force impact or size matters kind of thing. I think they overstated it a little bit, but you know what I mean, you do see a little bit more of it where, you know what I mean, you don't see too many wide receivers running over linebackers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Every now and again you'll get a running back that just can't be stopped, aka Marshawn Lynch. But you know what I mean, when you got a running back up against a corner, he should win that matchup more often than not. You know what I mean? So that's just my thought. So other than that, another thing that I really, really like about the game is the way the defense plays. And what I mean by that is, if you're playing even by yourself, like if you're playing like in practice mode, or if you're doing an offline connected franchise or something like that, like, you can't just run the same shit over and over and over again. You really can't. You know, most people, obviously, when you're labbing, you're just in practice mode, running a specific play. And, you know what I mean? One of the things that I've found in practice mode is sometimes you do that, and it seems like the AI of the computer is adjusted. Like, you know what I mean? If you're constantly throwing the ball to the X receiver, for example, then for some reason, the corner that's on him will start to play him a little tighter. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I what you call it, the placebo effect. But that's what it seems like to me. So, but I do like I said, I mean, I can't talk about the AI enough. I think that they really smartened up. I like the offensive line intelligence. You know what I mean? You got to send pressure. You have to disguise your blitzes if you really want to get pressure. You know what I mean? And what I really like is you can't. Well, let me rephrase that. You can do whatever the hell you want. But if you blitz every down, you're gonna get roasted. Like, it's just that simple. You know what I mean? Even blitz-heavy teams in the NFL, aka my Eagles back in the Jim Johnson heyday. You know what I mean? Even them, they didn't blitz every single down. You know what I mean? You have to pick your spots. And if you want to blitz on first down, that's fine. But you better have some coverage behind it, because, you know what I mean? It reminds me of, and people are probably going to be pissed off when I say this, but it reminds me of Tecmo Bowl. If you think back to the way Tecmo Bowl played, you know what I mean? When you had those little boxes, and you would pick which play, you know what I mean, you thought the offense was doing. If you guessed right, you know what I mean, you were rewarded. It's just that simple. And if you didn't, then a lot of times, you know what I mean, you could end up giving big plays. So another thing that I really like is I don't want to say it's toned down, but run commit. Again, if you run commit, then you're committing to the run. And your corners are going to come up to play. Your safeties are going to come up to play. So, if I'm running the ball down your throat and I see that you're starting to run commit, and you know what I mean, I come out in the same formation and just audible to a quick pass, throw somebody on the street, and you run commit, you're going to get cooked. And I mean, that's the way it should be. So those are the things I like. I remember on the 360 version, you know what I mean, somebody you could just run like quarters 3 deep, or back off your corners and run commit, and your corners would still play the receivers. And you know what I mean, that's not the case here. So every now and again you do still get some BS. So those are the things that I really like. Some of the things that I don't like, and these are more so just carryovers from the current gen system. You know what I mean? One of the main things that I don't like is the random fumbles. Some of the fumbles just seem so weird. You know what I mean? They happen, yeah, they're a part of football, and nobody is above fumbling. You know what I mean? Every quarterback, running back, wide receiver, at some point in time is giving up a rock. But some of these just seem so just like, you know what I mean? It just be out of nowhere. Like the fumble that I had that you guys just saw, a few plays ago, how this guy got the ball back. It's my receiver, catches the ball on a corner route and just fumbles. It's kind of weird. So another thing that I've noticed, and I've been talking to some other friends. I'm not sure if it was Dykes that I was talking to or not, but when you get a pick sometimes, it's kind of weird. Everybody knows about ball hawk holding the Y button. But in this version, I would say, you're a lot better off swatting the ball. I don't go for picks unless it looks like I can really get a pick. And big shout out to my man Tank 9000. If you don't know Mr. Tank, then I don't know where you've been playing Madden at, but everybody knows Tank. And one of the things that me and Tank have been in a constant discussion about on the forums over at nextgenmadden.com is the way defense plays. And he's like, man, they took away all the user. And I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, you can't just run around and hold the Y button. Or once again, you can, but you'll get cooked. Like, you know what I mean? If you're not in position to pick the ball off, then and as I say that, I was running that whole Y button, but I was in position. Okay, I want to defend myself. I was in position, but you know what I mean. You have to, and there you see, you know what I mean. There was the run commit. Dude ran commit against me, and I'm streak to Wes Welker, who we know ain't fast, but there's nobody there. But yeah, you want to swat the ball more often. You know what I mean? It's that L1 or left bumper if you're on the Xbox One. That's where you want to go with it. Now, the problem is sometimes if you have like high awareness or high, catching corners or safeties, you as the user will want to hit L1 to swat the ball, but the safety they'll still make the pick, just like, you know what I mean, a computer pick, for example. And L1 is actually the pitch button. So you intercept the ball and then you pitch it. And that shit, it's only happened to me once. But I know I was talking to Dykes. I know he said it's happened to him a couple of times. And pretty sure it was somebody else. I think we were in a party. And somebody else was saying, it happens to them, and it has happened to them. So, that's something that I don't like. I mean, either let me have control or don't. You know what I mean? Don't